Clinton, a regional nonprofit organization focused on promoting business growth, building community, and advocating for the sustainable economic success of the greater Clinton region. Grow Clinton This Morning, a program in partnership with KROS.
Pleasure to have Lesley Webster in studio with us on today's program. She just got back from Des Moines. She was out at the State Fair. Tell us about that experience.
So every year I go and work the fair as part of the Iowa Scenic Byways program. So that's a program that the DOT puts out. And for example, we are on the Great River Road and we are on the Lincoln Highway. Both of those are scenic byways. In those cases, both of those are actually national scenic byways that go throughout the entire country or, parts of the whole country. But there are 14 scenic byways in Iowa, and so we have commissioners from each one, and people in our group sign up and take a date. So Saturday was my day. So I got to go and be there all day. I have my aunt lives in the Des Moines area, and so she comes out and helps me for the day, and she loves it. She loves interacting with everyone. And
well, that's great.
Yeah, and she used to work for the post office. So wherever somebody says they're from, she'll say, "Oh, well, that's in such and such a place," and she always knows.
She doesn't give them their zip code, does she?
She doesn't, but I bet she could.
And you were telling me a very interesting story before we went on the air.
So the very first person I met, we got in the booth and we were getting everything set up and arranged. And this couple comes in and they're looking at, we had the new Iowa DOT roadmap and the new Iowa bike map, both of which, by the way, are available in the visitor kiosk down at the center, or at the river, I mean. But so they were looking at these maps, and the bike map has a picture of a man and a woman bicycling across a bridge. And she points to it and she says, "That's me." And I said, "What?" She's like, "I'm there. I'm the woman in this picture." So I made her autograph it, and then I made her take a picture pointing to it so that I had it.
That is remarkable.
That was really fun.
We are so fortunate to be right here on the Mississippi. And as you pointed out, two of the scenic byways intersect
right
through here in Clinton.
It's pretty amazing. We really do have a beautiful location. I had a fun time talking to a lot of people. So it's really representing the scenic byways, but then when you're there, you also get to represent, of course, your own community. So I had all of our visitor guides stacked up there, and I took a couple boxes full of Visit Clinton koozies, bright orange canned koozies, gave those all away. And so that was fun. People would come by and they'd see it and they'd say, "Oh, Clinton." And I'd say, "Oh, how do you know Clinton?" And so some of them, once in a while I met people from here. A lot more likely were people that either had family or that would drive through occasionally. And I'd say, "Oh, well, what do you do?" And we would talk about what there is to do.
And again, the advantage is just being on the Mississippi. And we're so fortunate to have both the South and a North Bridge.
Exactly. And to be honest, to have really the whole surrounding community. So when I originally was pitching the idea that I should also represent Fulton tourism, I kept saying, no, both of our communities need each other. They have really amazing attractions. Heritage Canyon is one of my very favorite places. And if you can go to Christmas in the Canyon is December, I want to say 2nd. It's the first Sunday in December. Go. It's magical. It's just such a wonderful place to be.
And of course they have the windmill.
And the windmill, exactly.
Cultural
and
Center.
So they have cool things. We have cool things.
Yeah.
We need each other.
Well, let's talk about some of those cool things. You're saying something's taking place up at the north end of Clinton.
Right. So this Saturday is a very busy Saturday. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't point out tomorrow night you can catch the Flotsam River Circus on the river. I really don't know much about it. I followed them on Facebook. It looks really cool. It's somewhere on the river tomorrow. So go out and look for them. They look amazing.
The river's pretty big.
In Clinton, it says. In Clinton. But this Saturday, then, we have 3 different things happening. During the daytime, there is the Body, Spirit, Mind Expo. I'm probably saying those in the wrong order. But you have somebody coming on to talk about that.
Right, tomorrow morning at 8:40. Yeah.
Perfect. And then in the evening is the family movie night that the Sisters of St. Francis and the Sawmill and the Library and Grow Clinton are all sponsors for that. They're showing Tangled, and it's free. As you come out to Lions Foursquare Park, they'll be hosting it there. And it's really... the whole goal for that was to create both a fun family free thing to do, but also to be real intentional about the movies that were chosen and the messages they send. And we wanted to talk about finding your voice and being able to, find yourself. And I think Tangled, which is one of my very favorite Disney movies ever, is a great one for that. So that's Saturday night. No, actually, that might be Friday night.
Okay.
I better check that, but I think it's Friday night now that I say that. But then Saturday is the Paint It Back. It's basically a community art fair. It's 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's down at the old Toyota building on the north end. And actually, if you go by there, they've already started outlining some of the art. But on Saturday, all day, they'll be having a ton of different local artists down there painting. They've got live music. It's just going to be really a street festival feel.
Very interesting. Mm-hmm. So, I'll have to have somebody come in and talk a little bit more about that. Who would be the contact on that?
Probably Gabby Torres.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And she's got a storefront, I believe, in the North End.
She does. I don't know that she's in her studio a whole lot, and especially right now, they've been down there working all the time.
Right. Well, maybe I'll just swing down and take a look.
Yeah.
Run into Gabby. She went to school with a couple of my children, so.
And I did look up the movie. It is Saturday at Lions Foursquare Park.
Very good.
So I was right with my first instinct.
Always go with your first instinct.
I guess
you
so.
should always do that.
I guess so.
We got Josh Akers coming in Thursday. He's going to be talking about the Bacon and Brew Fest coming up.
Fantastic. He's done such a good job with that, and I know that he is just really on top of it. And he's been working that for a while now. They've lined up a ton of different, both the breweries, or I guess, is that the word I want? Different companies coming out. Yes, that you can have their brews. So
craft brewers.
Yes, so you get your ticket gets you in the gate, and there's a lot of fun activities and live music and stuff. But with that, you get the samples from the breweries free, and then all of the food trucks have $2 bacon inspired items. So I like Deanna's Java will be down there, and I don't know what she will have, but she's already been talking about it. Like, make sure you come down and see me, and so that'll be exciting.
Looking forward to visiting with Josh. Of course, he and Mayor Scott Madison did such a great job with the tailgate and tall boys.
They sure did. Mm-hmm.
Well, how big was that for Clinton to have something like that? You being with the Convention and Visitors Bureau.
So I am, right, from my perspective, from tourism perspective, it was fantastic. Okay. I get hotel motel reports, and our hotel motels not only was the capacity maxed out for those days. The revenue for those days was astronomically higher. It comes with a little chart that shows, last year and this year, and they kind of go back and forth. And then all of a sudden, the revenue one went like this and went way up high. So it was very good for that.
Big blip on the radar there.
That's
and
right.
Of course, we got the half marathon that'll be coming up on September 2nd. I always enjoy.
Is it the second? I think it's the.
No, I'm
10th.
sorry, September 10th.
Right,
sorry,
the
September
second
10th.
Sunday. Mm-hmm.
So it'll be. I get the opportunity to read their names as they cross the finish line. So I've always enjoyed doing that.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think who. I just had somebody, it must have been at the fair that somebody told me they were coming up to run that. So that's fun.
They get people from all over, not only the region, but from the United States. It's amazing.
Yep. So Visit Clinton actually sponsors the swag bags for that. Because of that, we know that we have visitors coming from all over. We want to make sure we're in their hands so they know to come find us.
So much going on. People always say there's nothing going on, but there really is.
There is. October 7th, the first Saturday in October, is the Fulton Fall Fest. If you did not get over there last year, you have to give yourself the blessing of going over there. It's just so much fun. And it's another great family-friendly event. So much to do. I took my granddaughter, and she just had a blast.
People want to find out more. What is going on? How can they best do that, Lesley?
So get on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram with Visit Clinton, Iowa, or Visit Fulton. I try to keep a list up there all the time. And hopefully we're working on a new idea for a rolling list of events. So if we get that out, hopefully it'll be even more information.
Great to see you. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.